James Saunders here, the co-founder of Print My ATM, and I'm just here to give you guys our monthly feedback for the month of November, okay? So hopefully all of you guys had a great Thanksgiving just like I did. So before we go ahead and jump into the numbers here, guys, just as a disclaimer, we want you guys to know that the results that you see here are pretty much not typical. All of the students that we've gotten the data from are the ones that are actually attending the trading sessions. These are the same students that are taking the quizzes and completing the assignments, and also these are the same students that are sitting in their portfolio for analysis, okay? Now keep in mind that everyone results will depend on the amount of money that they have in their trading account, also the risk management that they're using, and of course the trading techniques that they would be using as well. So with that being said, this video is purely for educational purposes only, to show you guys the potential power of our educational center and also the power of binary option trading, okay? So before we jump into the numbers, guys, let's go ahead and cover a few updates, all right? So let's head over to check out the webinar schedule for this month. All right, so you guys can see for the month of December, we're going to be doing the basic webinar on the 10th. Okay, novice is going to be running around the 12th, intermediate is going to be the 17th, and of course advanced is going to be the 21st. So always doing the first week of each month. If you guys come onto the home page and go into the news section, you should be able to see the trading schedule. Okay, so this is for the live webinars that we would be doing. Now, in order for you guys to register, you have 7 days before each of these broadcast dates to actually check your PMA student classroom. So you'll go into the resource section and then scroll down to where it says PMA student classroom. Once you guys log in, if this is your first time, you should see it all the way at the bottom. It should say register for such and such trading session. If this is not your first time, you guys will have to click on a tab that says completed, and then to reopen your registration tab, okay? And that's how you guys will be able to register over and over again every single month, all right? The next thing you guys want to keep in mind that basic, guys, you are now getting a monthly portfolio analysis that's included in your tuition, so make sure you guys submit that in. Okay, novice, you guys will be getting 2 portfolio analysis for the month. Intermediate, you guys are getting 3 portfolio analysis for the month, and also advanced, you guys are getting 4 portfolio analysis each month. Okay, so what you guys can do is to log into the student lounge, and where it says services, if you check the portfolio tab there, once you click on that, and if you guys was to go all the way down to the bottom of the page, you would also see a continue button where you can actually submit your portfolio for analysis. Okay, so that's the ones that you would do that's already included in your tuition. Now keep in mind, the reason why you guys would want to do this is, number one, it helps us keep track of the brokers to make sure you guys are all getting around the same even price entries. Okay, it also allows us to see how well you guys are performing. Okay, it's going to increase your timing, guys, as far as entering and exiting the trades, and of course all of that is going to overall help out for a better trading account. Okay, more profitable. So the next thing we want to also discuss, guys, is once again, if you guys are getting great results, then go ahead, submit in your student testimonial. You can send that out to via email. It should be support@printmyuniversity.com. Okay. Once again, anything that is written, we like to use. If you guys do a quick 1 to 2 minute video, then that's perfectly fine as well. You can email that in. Along with our business Facebook profile, guys, you guys could also do reviews on there and kind of rate us. So that would be a great help when it comes to inspiring the other students of the potential that everyone can have as a whole community. Okay. Now, once again, if you guys are not getting the kind of results that you're looking for, then it can easily be solved by sending in your portfolio for analysis, or perhaps attending one of the trading sessions. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump back into the numbers. All right, so right here, guys, basically is the normal Excel sheets that we use to track everyone performances that's coming in. Once again, this is just the portfolios that we've gotten, okay? And these are not 60-second trades. These are all long-term trades. So this is why you guys will not see basic on here or pretty much novice, because a lot of the time we don't have enough long-term data to even put it into our performance record, okay? So starting off, you guys would see all of the trades that I've taken for the month of November. So for week one, basically I've had 12 wins, a profit of a little over $25,000. So this is basically what I was using is our three sister trading schedule along with a 5-day run. So most of the time I was either using slot 1 or either slot 2, okay? So basically I was pretty much just trading one asset here. So if we move on to week two, we can see I've taken one trade at 5,100 and basically that loss. Week three, it was an oddball because of the 18th. So especially working with this broker, I won't mention the broker name right now, but working with this broker, I had to dispute these trades on the 18th. So it's actually still under review. And they're basically going to give me some feedback on what's going to happen with that. But I believe in all honesty that I've had 4 wins instead of this setup right here. But even for week three, I've taken 18 wins, 1 tie, and 1 loss, a profit of a little over $52,000. The fourth week, if you guys are familiar with the 5-day run, we did not get the 5-day run this month, okay? So we probably started off with day 3 here. We wind up taking day 3 loss here. And then once again, we got a three sister trade on the 25th, which was supposed to be very successful, and that still went against us. So during the fourth week, I ended up still losing about $30,000 that week, which is perfectly fine because I'm still up for the month. So for the month of November, we can see I have 30 wins, 1 tie, 8 losses, and still a profit of $42,800, okay? So once again, this is just basically my binary options trading account with this new trading platform that I've been working with. I have 3 other binary option trading accounts that are being managed by others, along with a traditional option trading account and a forex trading account that's actually being managed by others as well. So this is just the profit that I've did with this one account, okay? So let's move over to our intermediate students. Alright, so as you guys can see, we only have 2 out of 3 portfolios for intermediate students. So for portfolio 14, you guys on intermediate have taken as a collective whole 257 wins, okay, and 108 losses. So it brought in a little over $344,000. For portfolio number 15, okay, we have 254 wins, 129 losses, $318,000 even. Now keep in mind guys, these are not the 60-second trades or short-term trades such as 4 pillars of time. This is just using the 80-20 analysis, all of the long-term trades, okay? So for intermediate, everyone that actually submitted it in their portfolio during these time frames here, we actually take it in. And I can tell you guys as a whole, we're only probably getting roughly around 18% that's actually sending in their portfolio. So make sure you guys get those in. We like to keep track and do our best to break records. So for the month of November, you guys have gotten 511 wins, 237 losses, profit of $662,750, okay? So let's head over to our advanced guys. Okay, so for advanced, we have 3 portfolio analysis for you guys. Once again, you do get 4. We just take out 3 and just kind of monitor those right here. So for portfolio 22, you guys have 233 wins with 60 losses, a profit of $331,500. For portfolio 23, we have 156 wins with 38 losses, $269,000. And if we come, we can see portfolio 24 has 278 wins and 64 losses, $379,750 of pure profit. So this is basically all of the advanced students that are sitting in all their portfolios together, guys. This is the advanced students that are using Alpha 1. We're not including the Alpha 3, which is the short term, okay? So this is just more of the long term trades, all right? And if we go ahead and see so far for November, our advanced students as a whole has taken 667 wins, 162 losses, a grand profit of over $980,000. Okay, so let's go ahead and come back. And if we just take the wins and losses that I have in my profit, and you guys can do the same thing with the intermediate wins, losses, their profit, do the same thing with advanced wins, losses, their profit, we get our grand monthly total for November. Okay, so for November we have 1,208 wins, 407 losses. We have a profit of $1,685,800. Okay, so once again, you guys that are actually following the process 100%, that are attending the trading sessions, that are submitting in your portfolio to get that feedback, you guys are doing an outstanding job. Okay, especially you guys that are on advanced and intermediate. Okay, so as a community, as I stated earlier, there's only about 18% of our students as a whole that's actually doing everything 100% to the T. All right, so you guys want to keep in mind that if you're not getting the kind of results that you're looking to get, then there's probably something in your portfolio that could correct it, or perhaps just one trading session. So make sure you guys are doing all of that as a whole to get the bigger picture. Okay, now for those of you that are new to binary option trading, and you're watching this video here and you're kind of just wanting to see exactly what Print My ATM has to offer, maybe someone sent you to this page, it's very simple, guys. We're basically just an educational center, a community that focus around mindset and of course financial freedom through the investing vehicles. Okay, so trading is pretty simple. The hardest thing when it comes to trading, number one, is controlling your emotions. A lot of people tend to get greedy. I would say the second hardest thing about trading is probably just having patience. Okay, so once again, guys, you don't need to spend any money whatsoever before you even actually decide to, throw money into your trading account. You guys can opt in on our free ebook that we have. So we have some lessons there on the home page, and you guys can just fill that out, learn some information about trading. We have valuable lessons that we actually give out, so you guys can actually learn a few things in there. The next thing you would probably do is, once you guys are ready to move forward, you would just select the level that best suits your income goal, because once again, each level can produce its own results. Okay, now once you guys actually get started with the tuition here, then you guys do not have to worry about a trading account. Okay, so what we're going to do is set you guys up with practice account. You guys can just analyze the markets on the practice account, and then that will give you the feedback that you need. And then you guys will basically go from there and deposit money into your live trading account. Okay, so there will never be any surprise of why you're winning trades or why you're losing trades. And then again, if you do get anything that you don't understand, that's what we're here for. So you guys can just probably submit a portfolio analysis and we can fix that. All right, so keep in mind, guys, there's multiple ways of actually getting communicating with us. Okay, so we do have our social media, so facebook.com/printmyatm. We also do live chat, okay, Monday through Friday, so that's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time till about 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's live chat on the home page. That's always available. Okay, once you guys are actually active, you guys can always submit in a support ticket, and we pretty much get to that 24 to 72 hours depending on if it's the weekend or not. Okay, so you guys are never really just left alone by yourself. So once again, everything is just laid out for you guys. You guys just need to just follow it, make sure you understand it. If you don't, we can explain it to you in a different way so that you're able to comprehend it and break it down. But it's pretty much just a really simple process. Okay, so once again, if you guys are looking for just more information or just some free valuable content, you guys can head over to our social media Facebook page. You guys can stay connected with there. We give out free trades you guys can head over to our homepage on printmyuniversity.com. We give out a free ebook and a 4-lesson course that'll actually get you guys caught up with, pretty much the basic terminology of what binary option trading is. And you guys should keep up with us on our YouTube channel as well. Okay? So once again, we wish everyone much success and of course, happy trading. Hey guys, William Saunders here, the co-founder of Print My ATM. So I just went over your feedback, guys, and I just wanted to go ahead and shoot this quick video and get your questions answered. So I have a little list here, okay? So first off, big thing that was been going on is a tour of the different levels of PMA. While there's no more trade rush, someone wanted to see a live example of Technique 1 improvements for Technique 2 and our specialty techniques, okay? So what we're going to do is this video's probably going to be about 2 or 3 hours long. What I'm going to do is compress it so that you guys just get all the information and see if we can fit all of that stuff here. So hopefully we can probably get about 15 minutes long, 20 minutes long, and kind of do that. So let me go ahead and log in first. Alright guys, so now we're logged in on our basic level, okay? So basic is it's all about getting you guys a trading habit, okay? It's getting you guys in a structure of following times, trading at the same day, same time, possibly trading the same asset, using risk management. So it's all the basic needs into trading. So you guys are gonna basically get everything from here, and then as you kind of go to the next level, we're just going to scale up what you know from this core information. So basic is very powerful, okay? So make sure you guys are going through all of the material, learning the techniques, because as it gets higher and higher, you're just going to get more advanced versions of those same techniques and the same strategy in a sense, but just a more advanced version. So make sure you develop that trading habit. You also have a trading system down pack, and make sure that you guys are doing your best to use risk management and stay in profit. So that's what you guys are going to get from basic. It's also the starting point of the mind shifting and everything else that we can help you guys with this information here. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our novice level. Alright guys, now you're here on the novice level, okay? So the first thing that you guys are going to notice that's a little different is that you are going to start to begin to use more paperwork, okay? So if we can go ahead and see something. So you guys are going to have access to the paperwork. Let's take a look here. You guys get our improvement methods for novice, okay? We start to jump into the fundamentals here within our novice level. Another thing is that we're on this level, you guys are going to be focusing on the trader within, okay? So on basic, you start to learn just like the basic structure, but here you start to get a trading mentality and focus on a trading within. You guys get into fundamentals here. You also get the best time frames per hour that gets the most active pips that you guys can use, and also one of our another specialty technique that we have, which is the 4-line reversal. Alright, so let's take a look. You guys begin to use our software that we have, which basically gives you alerts every time there's a large movement in a market, and also a better reading than just using the regular trading graph that you guys have. Let's see, services. Services, we have our first recommendation, which is the signal service here, okay? And then we have our auto trader on this level, which gets a winning ratio about 60 to 70% within a year. So if you guys are looking to just grow your account and take money out once a year, then this would be great. But if you're looking to take money out every single month, I would recommend using our intermediate one, okay? Alright, so that's basically in a nutshell what you guys are receiving when you are on our novice tuition. Alright, so let's take a look at our intermediate. Alright guys, now we're on our intermediate level, And once again, we dig even more into the mind shifting. You start to get full courses, so it's not just one video. You start taking sessions as far as just filling out worksheet with the mind shifting. Okay, your paperwork gets a little bit more in advance. You guys should be able to definitely analyze your own portfolios by now. So you're going to be tracking that. You guys get our improvement methods number 2, and you also start to dig into my personal trading collection that gave me a lot of my information. Okay, so you guys get access to that. You guys also will start to learn how to trade indices. Right now on the lower levels, you're just trading currencies, which is pretty much Forex. Once you get into intermediate, you guys are going to learn to trade indices, okay? So for some people, trading indices is a lot easier than trading currencies. You guys will also get access to another specialty technique, which is the 80-20 analysis. You guys will also get access to our Chart Trader University. You guys will also get access to our specialty technique, the 4 pillars of time. In addition, we have much larger resources that you guys will get access to, mainly dealing with capital, different ways of gaining large amounts of capital that you guys can use for your trading account. We also have additional software that you guys can use to give you just more updated alerts, especially on your phone if you guys are looking to trade on the go and trade from your phone. With our services here, guys, you get our powerful auto trader service, which has a winning ratio on average 68 to 75%, and it's perfectly fine for you to leave your money in this account for a month and take out every single month. So you guys definitely should be in profit at the end of each month working with these guys. Alright, so that pretty much sums up what you'll be looking for once you get inside intermediate. So let's take a look at our advanced level. Alright guys, so now we're logged in on our advanced level. Everything is just a whole nother field here, okay? So we're doing pretty much seminars with the mind shifting. So it's a whole nother field when it comes to the mind shifting. You guys are getting a lot more advanced checklists that's going to give you a lot more confirmation, okay? The more confirmation you have in a market, then the higher your winning ratio is going to be. If you guys have less confirmation, then you're going to have a not so good winning ratio, okay? Or you may have to leverage your money a lot more. You guys are also going to dig more into my trading library, so you're going to get access to legendary traders, worldwide traders who are known all around the world and their style of trading, okay? So you're not just saying exactly my style of trading, but you're also seeing very successful other traders that are generating 6 and 7 figure incomes here. You guys are also going to get access to my technical library. You guys are going to get access to my candlestick library. You're going to get access to my charts library. You're going to get access to my currency library, and you guys are also going to get access to our alpha system, which is our signature technique for this level. You guys will definitely get all of my tools that I use here on the advanced level, okay? All of the alert tools, any of the trend tools that we may have, anything that can add to the confirmation. You guys will also receive our highest rated traders here on advanced, who has an average winning ratio of 75 to 90% success rate each and every month with our Forex system. Alright guys, so that pretty much sums up exactly what you guys are getting on the advanced level. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else we have up on the list. So we have the tour out the way. Now, why no more Trade Rush? Okay, so basically guys, I still have my Trade Rush account. Trade Rush was the first account that I initially started with trading, so I've had it for about a year and a half now. Not only that, but Trade Rush is also my largest account that I have here in the United States. Trade Rush is a line graph, so I've always been comfortable with trading with using line graphs, just using certain techniques and everything like that. But that doesn't hinder me from using a platform like G Options or Titan Trade. Now, Trade Rush has issues. Okay, we've gotten complaints from Trade Rush. Students have sent in reports saying that they had late withdrawals. I've personally had a late withdrawal about 3 months using Trade Rush. Not only that, but Trade Rush platform also lags, so it can mess up your timing. I've noticed a lot of things that are not good towards the closing day. Okay, so I do not recommend you guys using Trade Rush whatsoever. Do not use these guys. It's not going to be good for you in the long run. I have a little authority with these guys, so I had money stuck in this account, and I've basically just been trading and trading and trading, and then they pay me out like once a month, but I have to go through 3 or 4 people just to get a payment. Okay, so this is why we have taken TradeWest out of the system. Now a live technique, let's see, technique one, live. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this set up real quick. Give me a second. Let me see. Alright guys, so basically let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on here. So I have my, let's see. So as far as technique number one go, you guys need to make sure that you have the correct chart setup, okay? It can take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes to see this chart setup. So let's take a look. So the best chart that we may have would be something like this. So for instance, I see the market is approaching here, this price. I would like for it to approach there probably, let's see, 2 times. And then of course I would go in for a set amount of trade. So it's currently 417. I go in for a put. And let's just go ahead and wait for it. But I mainly want to see like this. Okay, so I see it came up to here, dropped down, came up, dropped down. It got to here, dropped down, got to here, dropped down, came all the way up to here, and then it reached back up to here. I would like to take, let's say, have it touch here twice and then take it. I've seen it touch here once and it's still pulling up. So that's one time is not enough confirmation. I would like to see two hills. So we're basically just waiting to see what's going on. So it's like 1 pip. Okay, so I mean that was extremely close. Won it by 2 pips. As I said before, guys, I definitely would like to see a little bit more information. I just kind of just came in, saw this area here, that price, went in for a trade. Now the trade is a set amount, so of course you guys should always do even trade. So let's say if it was 25, then you guys want to make sure it's 25 for all of them so that it can balance out, okay? So that is basically how you use technique one. And I would definitely, as I just mentioned, if you guys see one spike here, don't do what I just did. I'm comfortable doing this. Don't do what I just did. Make sure that you have at least two within the same price area. I see that there were one, two, three, just about four in the same price area. This could be the first break, so that happened like that. But the only thing that would throw this off is it creating a new market. I don't see this creating a new market, and if it does, it's going to have to bounce back off around here. So that is what I would do going in for technique number one. Now I would wait for it to come around here once again, and then once it do drop right around here, I would go in for a call. Okay, so as you see, this takes a little bit of time for it to get set up, and this is a nice area. We see that it's stopped off right around here, stopped off right around here, stopped off right around here. I definitely need for it to get it right around here, 392, in order for me to take a up trade. Okay, now another thing you can do is wait for it to bounce off here and then come up for a third time as it did here in a sense, and then go in for a put trade. Okay, so that is technique number one. And basically you guys would follow the formula, either take 3 trades and get it from there, or take 5 and get it from there. So let's take a look at another chart. Okay, so Audi JPY. Alright, so we're going to do technique number 2. Now, what I am looking for is support and resistance. Alright, so you guys should have watched webinar number 5 for the basic, and you would be able to identify support and resistance. I see that the market has bounced off right around here quite a few times, even right around here quite a few times. Okay, so it's, if you guys can see the yellow line, it's currently messing around this area. Okay, so I can go in for my slot 1. Now what is going to happen is either going to bounce up, or it's going to go down and I get a lower position. But I know that I am safe with support. Okay, the only way I can lose is if the market breaks through all of this support. Okay, that's the only way I can lose using a slot position. Alright, that's the only way. Vice versa, if I was going in, let's say, for a put right here, and the market just kind of just broke this area, there's nothing saving you. All right, once again we're at a tie, which means the market probably doesn't have enough movement, which is okay because we see a lot of strong support. That means it can't move too far down. Get your next slot ready. You always want to have your next slot ready and wait for that countdown. This is all about timing. 0 0, bam, there we go. Okay, so it's still tied. That's perfectly fine. Still tied. Picked up. So that's the other thing. If it does tie, guys, you want to go ahead and use the same amount. That's perfectly fine. It tied. It's currently at this position. So in a sense, we didn't lose any money just yet. But what a tie does is it saves your slots, okay? So for instance, let's say if you guys had 4 slots going on, which would have been 5, 10, 25, 100. If you got a tie, then you would have did 5, 5, then 10, 25, 100. So it's perfectly fine. The market is up. It bounced off the support area. Now it's coming near the resistance. So guess what? You guys could actually, once you get near the resistance, you can go in for a put. Okay, so there we go. Now this is more of a advanced way of doing it. Okay, if you guys are just used to doing the support here, don't change your directions too much. Let's see if it's going to break resistance. Okay, and this is also a different way of merging into a spike and drop method. So it gets near this area, which is resistance. Okay, and it's slowing down. It's slowing down. If it's going to break, it's going to go up. This could break. Okay, so a lot of people will go ahead and jump in this, and it breaks, and then they continue to keep the position. So I want to see it pull back just a tad bit more before I get in here for a put trade. And if anything, I will wait for it to get all the way down here, because I know there is a lot more stronger support than resistance. There's the put that I'm looking for. Getting my next slot ready. Now I'm keeping an eye on this. I got it 65. Now if it jumps up to 94, I know it broke. Okay, it should not be moving that fast. But 70, 78, that's perfectly fine. Alright, so you see, So we're in a pretty good position, definitely good. So just wait up on it. And once again, the first trade we took the support zone. The second trade we took the resistance zone. The thing about this could still be a spike in a sense, but I just want to leverage the slot position off of the support and resistance as we see we just did here. Okay, so I mean you guys can basically do this, just keep getting it on the support, keep getting it on the resistance here, and you will be winning on your first and second, and even most cases second and third slot. So now it just picked back up. It's back at 67, so it's testing this area. It's definitely testing this area. Okay, let's take a look. 65, that's where we quoted at last time. Let's go again. So once again, we know that the market hasn't got past 370. Okay, now it just shot down. Okay, so we're using a slot format from the resistance right now, but the way that it's moving, technique number one would have been great. Okay, so this is, for instance, we just took about 2 trades, 3 trades. I'm not sure. I've taken so many so far. So we probably took about 2 or 3, and we've been getting great results with the first trade. Most of the time, that's only going to happen using technique number one, okay? And that's because we're leveraging the volatility. All right, so we got that. Okay, so let's take a look and see what else we need. So we did technique number one. We did improvements for technique number two. Let's talk a little bit more about that. Once again, guys, just make sure that you get it on the 01, 00, and just make sure you take in by support and by resistance, okay? And you guys will be fine. A couple other things that may make a difference is the timing. Which we talked about, so that's something else. But if you guys watch webinar number 5 for the basic, you would be able to identify what a good chart is. Okay, so let's take a look at our next specialty technique that we would be doing would be the 4-line reversal, but due to that matter I cannot do that, so let me get this set up. Hold on just a moment. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you our 4 pillars of success. Okay, so give me just a moment and I'll show you guys. Well, let's do a slot position for the 4 pillars of success. Okay, so we're just waiting. We got everything going on so far, it's looking good. So this is the 4 pillars of success strategy. Alright, so I'm going in. 4 pillars of success. So we just got large movement coming from here, which is perfectly fine. We're going with a slot position format. So I'm getting my next position ready. Now remember guys, if it's a tie, then we go for the same amount, okay? Alright, so I'm currently on slot number 2. And once again, this is the 4 pillars of time technique. We're using a slot format. We're managing money. All right, guys, so we've won that. So that's basically how the 4 pillars of time pretty much work, okay? So I can't really get into too much details with that, but that is one of the primary techniques that we use on an immediate, okay? So it's a certain setup you guys are looking for. You can just come in immediately. I mean, this happens around 4 to 6 times every hour, okay? A certain setup that we're looking for. And you guys can just come in and just grab it and just grab it and grab it, okay? So that was the 4 pillars of time technique. All right, so let me show you guys our advanced strategy that we have, which is called the alpha system. So let me go ahead and set up my chart real quick, okay? Alright guys, so I'm about to give you a demonstration of one of our alpha systems. So we're probably going to go over alpha 3. So we're using our MT4 charts here, okay? So basically you're going to hear a lot of ringing, buzzing. That's just the alerts going off. Just don't worry about it. Hopefully you can go ahead and get through it. Alright, so we're just going to worry about this asset here. Let me put it on a 1 minute time frame. And let me do this asset as well. Okay, so we just got an alert. Okay, so now we just got an alert to sell. Okay, so once again we can do a slot format. So this is alpha 3 that we are using. So we just got an alert to sell on this asset on a 1 minute time frame. This works on a 1 minute time frame, 5 minute time frame, 30 minute time frame, hour, day, whichever one you guys are using. Now just to get my second slot ready, just in case. This is once again guys, you can do it either 2 ways. You can go about a winning ratio or you can go about leveraging your money, okay? Now a winning ratio just means that you have to watch the market a little bit longer. You have to wait for a little bit more confirmation. So I'm just taking everything on minimum confirmation here. Alright, so the first one was definitely a loss. So now we're on slot 2. If we get a tie for slot 2, we're going to do $10 again. So once again, the whole slot format is going throughout each session, okay? So you guys have to understand how to read your slots, how to leverage your money, okay? So a lot of this stuff is very similar to how Technique 2 is, but you just have different tools and resources to gain more confirmation, okay? Alright, so we won that trade as well on slot number 2. Okay, so let's wait a little bit longer guys and see if we can get a little bit more action from this. So let me open up another asset. Okay, so we're just waiting to see what's going on. And as you guys notice, I'm still keeping an eye on this chart, okay? And that's why it's very vital for you guys to master the basic information, because I'm not only reading this chart, I can see that there's resistance, excuse me, that there is support around this area, support around this area. So I should be expecting a alert somewhere very soon. Let me set this back. So I see it's picking up from here. So it bounced off a middle support. Okay, so I just got another alert. Let's see. Let's wait a little bit more. Okay, there we go. So once again, we are basically catching the market. Um, I would not normally do this without using this here, only because I can see that there is no support there. The market is breaking through. So I would want to take a look to see where the support is going. Okay. Alright, so I see I'm gonna probably wind up winning this on slot 3 or 4 because it's breaking the support down. But once again, I'm still getting in on this trade pretty early though. That's why the alert went off. Let's see, what is it going to be? Okay, loss, so really quick. Alright, so there we go. I just got confirmation that this is going to pick up. Okay, just picked up just a tad bit. Once again, if we get a tie, we go the same amount. If not, move to slot 3. Okay, so we actually won that one. So it just barely just picked up, okay? So this is basically using our Alpha 3 system, all right? So now if I was just basically, let's say, using basic methods, I would not take a trade like this because I see that it broke through the support. Now what it's doing is just, you had a breakaway, so that's what happens when you guys are using just a basic technique. And if it breaks through your support, then you need to know your next level of support. Alpha 3 just told me that there was some support coming around this area, even though I can't see it on this chart. But the Alpha 3 system told me there was some support. That's why I was able to get in there and make it from that trade. All right, let's see. Okay guys, so let's see if we cover everything for you. Specialty technique, got it, live one. Okay, so basically I hope this video was very informative for you guys. Yes, I'm gonna blur out some of the information here just to provide a lot of the content that we do have on the higher levels, but I'm hoping you guys can go ahead and just get a sense of everything that we're doing with the other levels, and hopefully this answered some of your feedback questions. All right guys, so take care and talk to you next month.